So I want to show you today LED lights for your camera when you use, for example, a GoPro, and if you use a media mod. That's what this is called here. Let's focus on this a little bit. This is a so-called media mod. So you plug the GoPro in here like this, open it up, slide your GoPro in there, close it back up, and then you will have those shoes here where you can insert things like, for example, if you use one of those external microphones, you can just slide it in here like this, and then you have a external microphone connected to it. So this mod has two of those hot shoes where you can do that. And yeah, so one of the things you can add on there is also a light, because as we know, the low light performance of GoPro is not that great. Now I found two here from Ulanzi that are really nice to use. Let's start with the first model here, the VL49, and I have a VL49 RGB. Now this one was about $20 and this is $30, like 10 more. And the question is, what do you get for 10 more? Is it worth it or not? And let me explain this for you. So this is the $20 version, the VL49, and so this can be installed, as I said before, on here like this. Right. Very easy. And then you would have like this little wheel here where you can tighten it up, and then it's fixed on there. It becomes part of your camera system. It is charged with USB-C here, and you can charge it with your laptop or any USB-C, any USB power supply. So if you have USB-E or A, it doesn't matter. So with your cell phone charger, you can basically charge this thing, and it's going to last a long time. Longer than the battery of the GoPro will last, I can promise you that. Now, you have here buttons. You see here this like a volume kind of symbol. With that you can change the brightness, as you can see now here in the background, how bright that gets, to very bright. I don't know if it says on the box how many lumen you have. It says 800 lumens on the box. It has 49 LEDs in there, and it has 5500K for the color of the light. 5500 plus minus 200, right? So that's what that does here. And I'm going to turn this back down here. Do this, and then so that it's not too bright for this camera to look at. But that's how that goes. And then here's an M button where you click M. Then you display the battery charge. Like it's full now for 100%. So 25, 50, 75, 100% light battery power in here. Push the M again, and then you have here the brightness. Okay, so look at this, it's bright. Right, and then here the on-off button where you turn it on and off. It's very easy to use. It has more hot shoes on here, so if, for example, you look at situations where you have this external video mic on here, and I think everybody knows that when this happens to you, when you have it on your camera, and you film and you move around because of the image stabilization, sometimes this fur is in your picture. And it's inconvenient, but what you can do is you can mount the microphone to your light, and then the light to your media mod. Now it becomes a very tall situation, but this fur here will never be in the way of your lens, of the GoPro wide angle lens. Even super view, all those things you do, it won't be in here. So that's pretty neat. You can also connect this here to the side over here, you know, like this. And that is also very neat, that setup, because it will never be in the picture. You have a great audio and good light. Right? Good. So all that you get for like 20 bucks. That's not bad at all. Okay, let's put this one to the side here, and let's have a look at the RGB version, what is a little bit more expensive, $10 more, but for $10 more you have all of a sudden 60 pieces of LEDs, 60 LEDs in there, and you also have a color temperature between 2,500 and 9,000 Kelvin, what makes it great, right? So let's take a quick peek at this, and there we see already we have a different color. I can show also what comes with both of those is like a charge cable where you can charge it with USB-C. So that was the form it was packed into. And then there is some Amazon commercials in here. The silica gel, like a wipe, came with this one. And then to get out here, a user manual for the functions this light has. It doesn't have that many functions, but it has some functions, and I want to show them to you quick. Here, RGB, VL49 RGB. Look at this. So on the back of this thing, you have a scale here from 0 to 360 degrees, and if you click on here, with those buttons, left and right buttons, you can change the color of this from 0 to 360, and then it goes basically through the rainbow here. So like this, it's some reddish color now, right? So that you can do. If you push this button here, short push, it switches to the percentage. So there you can basically in 100 steps go to full volume, and then you see already stuff becomes red, because that's the red version. Look at this, how bright that is. Now, when you push this button for a long time, like longer than short, like this, then it switches to Kelvin, and then it becomes white. So I'm down to 5% brightness, and let's leave it here at 10%, okay? So now I do have 5,600 Kelvin, and I can change this to other colors. Okay, so if I go down to 2,500 Kelvin, then it's more yellow. Or if I go up to all the way to 9,000, then it's more blue, right? Yeah, 9,000, then it's very harsh. And when you use this, for example, to illuminate your face at night, when you do a vlog at night, then you want this a little warmer, right? So I don't think that 5,600 would be a good color, but so if you go down to 4,000, for example, that's not too harsh on your face. If it's really dark at night, I'm not sure if you would even go on 2,500 to have a better skin color there with that kind of scenario. Yeah, so that is what that does. You can change the colors, the kelvins on your color, or you push and hold and you go to the degree thing here, and then you can do all kinds of colors you want. let me see, I'm on 100% now. Let me go down to 10%. That is not too bright here. 10%. And then I'm going to push this button here. Hold it, and you can see how the colors will change here, there. So you can see how it steps through it to go through all the colors of the rainbow. See that? Isn't that neat? And it does go in a circle. So once it reaches 360 degrees, it starts over. But you can basically illuminate your scene with every color you like. And the same thing counts here. You do put this on your media mode, and you film, and you put the scene in the right mood here. So I like this one a lot, and I should go outside. So next time I take the dog out at night, I'm going to use this to do a quick illumination here, and then we can see how this is going to look like. So we have full darkness out here, so there is no light whatsoever, and this is how this looks like in the thing. This is how it looks like in the camera. Now I can turn it up a little. This is lower, brighter, but because of the yellow light, it's much better for, I feel like it looks much better. I'm at 11% now, and when you turn this to the blue light, the 5600 or whatever, so this would be a 5600, it's just different, it looks more, let's see, I have a tree behind me. Can you see the tree behind me? Probably not, but that in my opinion is 5600 now. And it's 2500. Maybe it's too yellow. So I was just out there, and I'm sorry, but it's just way too cold out there. So I leave it like this. Changing the colors on there will make your video better. Now my glasses do also show a lot of reflection, so it's maybe better to go without in this kind of scenario.